Hello there, and happy Tuesday again to you. Thank you for tuning in to the Center for Aligned Living. My name is Jamie. I hope that you are having a great day. I've got the wet rat look going on. I just came from a women's luncheon, and it is pouring down some much needed rain. It's such a blessing. It's so nice to experience it. It feels like winter. I don't really get much of the seasons here in Southern California, so I always love me a rainstorm. So I apologize for my hair. Did not have a hood or an umbrella, whatever. Moving on. I don't know how long this video is going to be today. I'm shooting on my location at my favorite little grocery store. I was talking to my daughter recently, and two things I want to talk about. Talking to my daughter. She's 11. She's 22, but she's 11, going on 12 soon. And she said, details don't matter. What she was concerned about, what she was expressing to me, is that she was worried about judgment from others. And I probably went off on a tangent, a loving tangent, but I hope that she and everyone can see that it does not matter what you do. You're going to be judged, sadly, in this world. I know that I am working very hard at being less judgmental because it really doesn't serve anybody. I mean, you can determine what you want and what you don't want in your life, but just looking at someone else's actions, possessions, behaviors, and determining, they're blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm really trying hard to be very aware when I do that and to stop it, because it truly doesn't help anybody. And, who am I to judge, really? It's not my job. It just causes discord. Gabrielle Bernstein, I think that's her name, she wrote that book. She wrote a book on Judgment Detox, the Judgment Detox diet, and there's a line in there, and she quotes a lot of other people. I don't know if this is her gig or not, but she said very specifically that judgment is the fastest way, or the one thing, or the whatever that separates you from God. And I don't want to live my life that way anymore. I want to live a God-centered life. And I know what that looks like for me, and I know what that feels like for me. And that's not going to change. And if judgment separates me from God, that alone is cause to stop. So I was talking to my daughter about that. So think about that. If judgment is an issue with you, if it comes up a lot, if you're afraid of it, maybe it's because you're doing it. Or if you're afraid of it, it's typically something that's in you that you're doing that you need to bring up and address and maybe work on. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I did, and it is helpful. And the other thing that I want to mention just briefly, I read a quote the other day, and it was just brilliant. Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words only matter if you give them meaning, or if you believe them. That's what it was, if you believe them. So I had a wonderful occasion recently where someone was spewing some really nasty things at me. Just throwing up in my face. Just blah, blah, blah. And I had to step aside. And I had to think, okay, use this as insight to see what's bothering this person. Because it's a personal attack. 100%. I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. So I just put on the hazmat suit and let it rain down on me. And I listened to see if I could figure out the root cause of what's really going on with that person, because that's the issue. I've done things, absolutely. I have done things to make people mad in my past, and probably going to do it in the future. I never claimed to be anything beyond what I am. I am simply a 53-year-old divorcee, mom of 3, facilitator of healing, trying to do the best that I can out there. I'm not always going to get it right. I don't know everything. And if anybody thinks any different, that I think any different of myself, well, here again, that's just their judgment and that's their opinion. Other people's opinions really shouldn't matter. And it's going through their filter and their experience. So chin up, wings out. Let's all try to be less judgmental. If you are bothered by being judged by others, maybe that's something we need to bring up and look at within ourselves or yourself. That's certainly something that I've done. And remember that other people's words, they're only impactful to you if you allow them. If you, God bless her, Amy, love you, Amy. She told me the other day, she said, live in choice. And I have a choice. Superpower of my choice, I get to choose whether or not those words are going to impact me negatively. Now, I can, if I'm in a healthy spot, I can step back and say, well, is there any validity to any of this? Is there any truth? What's my role? You know, but maybe at the moment you just need to just put the hazmat on and take it and then, you know, look at it later. But again, we get to choose our response. We get to choose our reactions, and we get to choose what we think about somebody else's, you know, you get to choose how it impacts you. And you could just be like, okay, or you can let it destroy you. I've done letting other people's words destroy me. I have a choice word in mind, but I'm not going to say it. Anyway, I'm really focusing on inner peace. And I'm not going to allow things to disrupt that. And it's work, it's effort, and it takes conscious living in spiritual alignment. And so that's what we do here. That's what I do. That is my focus. That is my goal. That is my mission. If you need some help, reach out, phone a friend, phone us, do whatever you need. Just start being an observer of yourself. What bothers you? What reactions are you having? That's, you know, and then it comes into the awareness and it brings it out of your subconscious mind and you can start to see patterns and you can start to change it and make new choices. So it's really beautiful and it's an exquisite process. And yeah, it's kind of painful and sometimes it's embarrassing to myself that I admit that I participated in something, especially for as long as I have in some situations. But some of these insecurities are very deep rooted, and it takes a little bit longer for them to be released. But they can be released. But it's a choice, and it takes work. So you can do it. I know you can. I'm doing it. Come along with me. This is how we're going to heal the world. We cannot change another human being. We can only change ourselves. We can change the way that we react. We can change the way we look at situations. And, you know, one by one, that's how we create a healthier environment and a healthier world. So I'm going to go now because I'm going to go put my jammies on and I'm going to watch a movie. All right? So I hope that you have a blessed rest of the day. And be kind, okay? Especially to yourself. All right? You deserve it. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.